Thanks everyone for joining us on time for today's webinar. And today's webinar is going to ensure that you interact with two students who are currently in the PGDM program. They'll be graduating very soon in a couple of months altogether that we'll be able to see. And of course, we will try and make sure that we address all the questions. So please feel free to put all your questions in the Q&A section. So this is the senior batch of the PGDM program interacting with you. We've got Nalamja Amrut and Payal Singh, both of them the current batch students. So over to both of you to just quickly introduce yourself and set the context quickly.
Payal, please, can you please start? Okay,
Hi,
fine, guys.
Amrut.
I'm
You start and then
Nalamja
I'll go.
Amrit. Sure. I'm Nalamja Amrit. So currently, as mentioned by Neerja, I'm pursuing PGDM. I'm in my second year, and I'm recently got placed with Cognizant as an AI business development analyst. And before joining NBA, I have 2 years of experience. Okay, and later on, like based on my competitive exam scores, I've decided to join like School of Business Design. Why? Because in the list of colleges that I have, I opted for this college because this is the good college in terms of ROI, in terms of curriculum, in terms of consortium partners that Soil has, everything. And yes, this is about me.
So, very good afternoon, very good evening, sorry, everyone. So, my name is Payal Singh. As Amrut mentioned, I am also placed at Cognizant as a business development analyst. Telling a little introduction about me, I come from BTech background and I am a fresher. So, I think the 2 years journey of soil has been a blessing for me. I think I have somewhat learned a lot during the journey of 2 years. And I think all we need to do is making sure that we are having that attitude, that mindset to continuously grow yourself. And that is something that has helped me during my 2 years of journey. So I'll be happy to answer any questions which you guys have. I am sure that there is a lot of chaos in mind that what type of questions you want to ask. So you can ask both of us. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Absolutely. We will be taking all your questions. Please feel free to put it in the Q&A section. Now, of course, all of you, both of you introduced about, how you're a soil student, but I'm sure there's much more to both Amrut and Payal. So Amrut, help us understand that, right? So where are you from? How Andhra,
Okay,
how you
sure,
probably
yeah.
graduated?
Sure,
Yeah.
100%. So when it comes to like, I'm basically from Andhra Pradesh, okay, and then I've shifted to Punjab for pursuing my graduation in BBA, okay, and then later on I decided to enter into corporate, and that's where I've got 2 years of experience. And later on I opted for Soil School of Business Design. So if you guys think like why this guy has come from like long way from like Andhra Pradesh to Punjab and then Punjab to Delhi, see, it totally depends on your learnings, right? So at the end, what you want is you want good learning, and I believe that soil is the place for me to to gain some good learning and to gain some good opportunity to get placed, and that's what I've gained from this college. And yeah, and that's all I can say.
Payal, what about you? Help us contextualize this discussion a little better. Where did you do?
Sure, ma'am, sure.
Yeah.
So I come from Bihar. I've been living in Delhi for past 15 years now. So for me, it has been a journey for me coming to soil. I think things that are most important to me is while deciding why I decided to go for soil is that somewhere there are a lot of schools that make you understand business etiquettes and every aspect of business. But I think soil has somewhere a different area where they also teach you how you can be empathetic, how design thinking works, and how businesses should grow in a certain way where they are helping actually people they are making a difference while doing a business. So we have a subjects like sociology, anthropology, and so these subjects has really helped us. So I think that was a reason why I connected and I came to soil. So I think if all of you are looking to join soil, So I would really request you to go on LinkedIn. There are a lot of students who post. We had a sit by trip where we go to a place in Himachal, and we actually get in touch with a lot of communities who a smaller section of India who are how rural development is going. So all these things are very exciting, and if you go through the post and everything, so you will definitely understand that why this institute is a little different from what other B schools are doing.
Okay, so again, like there are a lot of these questions coming in. See, your NMAT cutoff, the admissions team will definitely be sharing. However, you can certainly apply, and 200% you need a test score because we are an AICT approved campus, so you need a test score for sure. Let's, even though multiple times we keep on saying that CAT is not the real thing, maybe Payal, starting with you, why don't you help us understand? Say 1.5 years ago, I'm sure it's easier said than done. I'm sure it would have been like a real pressure situation. What all exams did you write? How did you deal with that pressure? Or were you very clear from the very beginning? And Bihar, you said Bihar has got a legacy of making sure that students actually go for the UPSC, or they definitely take up
Definitely.
the civil services. And you're smiling right now with that. So just help us understand that how was it 1.5 years ago? Which all exams had you given? How were you preparing for the interviews back then? And what was going in your head while going ahead and figuring out which MBA college?
Ma'am, I think to be very honest, I know how that phase is. I know how being in that shoe feels. So that is definitely that time is something that will prepare you for your future. So I know how the pressure is. I know how you look for colleges, how you go through every exam. So I gave multiple exams. I appeared for CAT. Obviously, I appeared for NMAT and I appeared for Snap. So I think during that part of my life or that phase of my life, one thing that has always kept me going was that see, having clarity of thought is very important in life. You need to be very clear where you want to land up after, let's say, I'm not saying after 10 years, but you should know where you want to land up in next 2 3 years. So somewhere I had that clarity. Okay, this is something I want, and I am working for this thing. So I had a clear vision, a very clear clarity where I want to go. And if I talk about the pressure of exams, definitely I know how it feels to go to every second weekend, or maybe in a week you go to 2 to 3 exam centers and you give exams. Then results came. So I know the pressure, I know how it feels. But even if it doesn't go your way, I don't believe that there is you need to feel pressured. All you need to do is keep trying, and I know for sure if you will be genuinely be trying, things will work out for you in the end. That is for sure. So I think that is all my journey has taught me to be patient more. I think if I compare myself how I was 2 years ago and how I am now, I would say that if something is not happening, I would not be in the like, why is it not happening? Oh my God, what should I do? I won't be the same person. I will take it very calmly. I'll move forward. I'll try every day. I'll try until unless I don't get what I want. So I think having the clarity in mind is very important. And then you analyze what are your competencies and then you apply for those colleges, which you feel that this is something which college is resonating with your upbringing, with resonating how you want your career to be. So I think these are the factors you should be looking at.
Absolutely. Amrit, why don't you help us? Your 2 years has been like great hustle. Besides the soil classes, you've been very proactive in either taking up internships, live projects, or courses. So how or what piece of advice would you give to, the current batch which is coming in, because everything is getting obsolete every now and then, how
Correct.
they should approach their college life?
See, guys, like what I would suggest you all to like when it comes to choosing B school is like like many of like many like when I was applying also I was mainly focusing on the colleges which are having like good name in the market, let's say like KJ Sumaya, like Wellinger, that there's huge names and everything. But I'm like, trust me, don't just believe in the name of the colleges. Go through the curriculum, go through the consortium partners, go through the like things and activities what actually college is doing and what actually college is providing it to you. Okay, so that's what you have to mainly focus on. Okay, and when it comes to soil, apart from curriculum, like you'll get 100% good curriculum, which is like best in the market curriculum when it comes to PGDM. And apart from curriculum, the main thing is the activities, the extracurricular activities. I'll just give you an example of social innovation program. Okay, so where we get an opportunity to work with NGOs directly, where it's not only just working with NGOs, we have to come up with one good solution for the particular NGO with the help of design thinking. So that's what we mainly focus on, which is design thinking. So which will you'll learn if you join in Soil College. So this is what we follow. And apart from curriculum, when it comes to this summer internship, live projects, and everything, like don't just believe in like I'll do only summer internship or else I'll just wait for the placement. From the start of your first day of your MBA, you have to do multiple internships, multiple live projects. It's not only in your college, like apart from your college also you have to work hard. Let it be through your LinkedIn, let it be your external, your links or anything. So like it's very very important actually. Don't just think I'll do summer internship in any company and then I'll get placed. You'll get placed, that's fine, but getting placed in good company is very very important. And you have to be in a situation to compete with your own batch. So you have to think in such a manner to be well prepared. Okay, so from your first day you have to keep on working hard. So that's what I've learned. Let it be sales, let it be business development, let it be HR, let it be analytics, let it be anything. Knowledge is knowledge. So having knowledge in all domain is perfectly fine. Don't think I'll get only like domain and marketing or else only in analytics. That will help you, but not in like very in a good way. If you have knowledge overall, it's really fine for you. When it comes to management trainee roles, management trainee job actually focus on students who have knowledge in all domains. Okay, and management training is the good role when it comes to like option for the students. Okay, so that's what you have to actually focus on, and that's what I've learned in these 2 years. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. There's also a big coincidence that both of you got placed in the same organization and both of
Yes,
you have
yes.
marketing specialization. Now, question is that how can one figure out specializations, right? When we are talking about analytics or when we're looking at finance, HR. So how what was your thought processes, both of you, and how did your friends in the batch determine which specialization they should be taking?
Okay, so when it
So
comes to choosing specialization, yeah, Pyle, please.
go on, not a problem.
Sure, sure, yeah. So see, like before joining MBA, as I've mentioned in my introducing myself, I have experience in marketing. Okay, and that's the main reason I've opted for marketing. And apart from experience, for freshers, you have to mainly focus on what your interest is in and what you are good at. Okay, if in case if you're good at analyzing a problem or else analyzing any situation with numbers, then you like anyhow you have to consider like analytics as your major or else your minor. And also while choosing your major or minor, consider the market situation as well. Okay, so consider which domain is doing good in the market. Got it. So when it's a like currently we all know like it is what it is. Like as of now the hiring in IT industry is very very less. Got it. So if not IT industry, then what's the next industry? Whether it's banking or else whether it's BFSI, whether it's manufacturing, you have to keep on analyzing it. So accordingly, you have to choose your specialization. Okay, and apart from which, I hope if like each and every student would have some or other in your mind. Okay, I'm good at marketing. I'm good at creativity. I'm good at promoting in a good way, in a creative way. Okay, so it completely depends on you. And I hope if in case if you have any like minor questions or any questions, then college will help you out in choosing specialization. That's not a big problem at all.
Also, I think adding to Amrut's point, I think you will get enough time because I think during the first year of our curriculum, you will be learning everything. So there is not saying that don't go with the mindset that I only want to do finance because I think I have also met people, or there are few friends of mine who had this mindset that they want to go for finance, and then while they were studying all the subjects in the curriculum for first year, they shifted to other domains. Like they like more HR subjects, they were interested in marketing subject. So you will be getting enough exposure of all the subjects. You will be really studying finance, you will be studying HR operations. So no need to worry about anything. For the first year, give yourself that exposure, try to learn everything. And then eventually, when you will be going deeper into the subjects, you will learn that, okay, this is something that I am interested in. And then you can decide which domain you want to take your majors and which is your going to be your minor. So no need to be in pressure. So give yourself sufficient time to decide that. Don't be in a hurry ki I want
Why?
this, I
Because
want that.
in like initially you'll get opportunity to learn each and everything about every specialization. Okay, in analytics you have predictive analytics, we have operations, we have supply chain, we have everything. In marketing also we have like three main courses when it comes to first year. Okay, so you'll get full understanding about like what is what. Marketing is about what, finance is about what, analytics about what, HR is about what. So like then you'll get proper understanding to choose.
Absolutely. Now, I want both of you to rewind and go back to the admissions day because there are questions around how they can prepare better for group exercise, group discussions, and final interviews. So, just maybe go back to your own interview experiences and help us understand that, what should be the preparation weaponry to make sure that they crack the interview.
See, I have worked as a, I've worked in admission department because I got scholarship. So I was there in like 3, 4 months of the admission process. I have handled it offline as well as online. One thing that I would really suggest that all the activities which are going to be there while the process will be happening, make sure that you are showing who you are. And second thing I would say, try to explain that uh, how you are good at managing people, how you will when you will be having group exercises, all the parameters will be checked, like what is your communication skills, how you are presenting yourself, and at the same time, how you are managing all the people in the group is also going to be seen. So I think there are a lot of things that students don't keep in mind before they appear for processes. So I would really appreciate if you all will keep these small things in mind, and definitely no need to worry about anything. Just be yourself and be confident. Whatever you are saying, just be confident about it. That's it.
See, like when it comes to my admission process, when it comes to group discussion, I've mainly focused on three things. Okay, so it's a small suggestion for you guys also. Let's just focus on three C's. Okay, so one is how creative you are when it comes to group discussions. Why? Because if there is a topic, everyone will keep on talking. But how creative you are when it comes to that particular topic is very, very important. Like putting up new topic, like new points is very, very important when it comes to particular topic. And like when it comes to evaluation, most of us mainly focus on how collaborative you are within the team. Okay, and how confident you are. So these three are the main things you have to keep focus on. If you are okay with these three things, then you are good to go. Maximum chances of your selection.
All right.
That's what I followed.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Can both of you also help us understand? This is also a very common question that is being asked that, a lot of times there is a lot of phobia, that ROI factor altogether. And of course, eventually everybody gets a placement. However, yesterday also we had a webinar with Soil alums and they said that, at that particular time, it's easier said than done, right? And so what piece of advice would you like to give and how was the ROI analysis done for both of you? How did you figure out that, this is an apt decision that you're taking?
Okay, so when it comes to ROI, right? So my this thing fees was I think somewhere around 13, I think so, 13 lakhs, I think so. Apart from hostel fees and everything, and I've got placed for LPA, I think somewhere around 11 to 12. Okay, and when it comes to average package of the college, now it's 11 or around 11.5. Okay, and when it comes to highest, it's 27 CTC, which is of international placement. And apart from which, when it comes to domestic highest package, it's 20 lakhs by Aditya Birla. Okay, so accordingly, I think the fees for you for your batch would increase. I'm not sure. So, okay, so accordingly, you can calculate the ROI. See, ROI wise, I
Yeah.
think, yeah, like while taking admission in soil, the main factor I've considered is ROI. Okay, so the average placement is really good, and the fees is also, yeah.
Okay, Amrut has looked at the exact ROI, but Payal, I would want you to also look at, like, because India's at the juncture where we are talking about soft power. What Modi government has done is that, India is looking really bright to the entire world. Not that there is a mammoth difference in our economic structure, but the soft power that India is exerting. So, Payal, maybe the softer part of ROI, maybe not like exact ROI that we're talking about here, because, it's both these factors coming in. Because I see you've made like these beautiful friends, Payal. I see you getting support from them. I see you being one of, she's one of my favorites as well, as I openly declare, right? And so many teachers have that, and this is a connection and a network that you'll always nurture. So maybe if you could highlight, I think Amrut's was, of course, cut to cut. Okay, like, this is there, and I've got the ROI in like a year and like,
Ma'am, I
yeah.
think how it worked for me while I was taking admission there. For me, I really connected with my seniors. And moreover, see, every college tells you there is a higher package, there is a lower package, but always look for the average, the medium that is going. Because most of the people who are getting placed, they are getting that particular exact number. So I think when you talk to people on LinkedIn, when you actually try to call them and try to connect with them, when you try to understand that how was the whole process, so that is what I did. And somewhere I understand that, okay, my senior batch has got placed at these places. And they were very big companies. They were very good companies with a brand name, with a good package. So I think that was something how I decided, okay, if I am investing in this college, so I think it is going to pay me back. And obviously, go, I mean, there will be company who will be coming. I think, as Amrut mentioned, that there is a student who got placed at 27 LPA. So it was for international. So if you are willing to go for that, then why not? So I think all these factors, keeping all these factors in mind, you can definitely, but yeah, try to connect as much as people as you can, and then decide about your condition, and then analyze things, and then go for a college before you are trying to make any payment.
Right. Of course, partially Amrut has answered this question, but there's a very interesting question. A couple of them, like Sajal Gautam and all, are asking that, once you get program, how can you constantly grow and evolve and not be static?
Okay, I couldn't hear the question properly. So sorry,
So,
ma'am.
so
Could you
like
please
when you,
repeat?
yeah, sure, definitely, child. So the question by Sajal Gautam is that once when you're in the PGDM program, how can you continuously grow yourself? How can you make sure that, you're staying relevant for the work world?
Okay.
Okay, see, like when it comes to, yeah, like your growth part in PGDM, you have to really focus on your classes. Okay, it's not just knowledge that you're gaining in class. You have to be in a situation to link your class knowledge to the current world, what's happening. Okay, so if let's say today you have learned what is 4Ps, you have to be in a situation to analyze that 4Ps in the market. If let's say, the cinnamon kitchen or else the new brands which are coming, how they are analyzing the 4Ps and how they are entering into the market is really, really important. If you be in a situation to do that thing, then you'll keep on growing. Okay, like don't just learn theory. Okay, so theory is good. Having theory knowledge is really, really important. But linking your theory knowledge with the market is really, really important. So that's actually, good thing to do, and it actually helps you in growing your career in knowledge way, in knowledge and everything. So that I would suggest if you want to grow in your PGDM. Yeah. And apart from this, you have to keep on interacting with uh, external mentors as well. Okay, so you'll be assigned with external mentors from our 32 consortium partners or else other companies as well. So you have to keep on interacting with them, and you have to keep on asking them, and you have to keep on taking help from them as well, which actually helps you in growing in your career.
Payal?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Whatever Amrut said, that is how it should be, and that is how it is actually. Apart from that, what you can do would be an addition is that while you are learning all the practical things, while you are learning all the theory, don't forget to indulge yourself. There are a lot of clubs, there are a lot of activities where you can, indulge yourself, and that actually helps you to grow. Amrut is also a place comer, and I am a president of Toastmasters Club. So I think all these factors really matters, and when you will be holding events, when you will be managing a team of 50 to 40 people, when you will be working with so many people, then you actually understand what leadership is, how collaboration works. And I think all these don't decide to only I want to go 9 to 5 and then take all the classes, make notes, and then I'll be done. This is not how MBA works. So try to explore yourself, try to indulge yourself in more clubs. There is entrepreneurship club, there is Toastmasters, there is finance club, marketing club. So the college will provide you plenty of options to explore yourself. It's just you need to decide by yourself what is best for you, and I would suggest don't restrict yourself in that.
Absolutely. They're both academic and non-academic so-called societies and clubs that are there. And of course, like Payal
Yes.
said, she was the president of the Toastmasters Club. There is a question which is a little thorny. Yukti, of course, which is related to hostel. So this year, we do not have compulsory mandatory hostel. Just like this year as well, these are, of course, the second year students. The first year students also, they have a hostel accommodation, but it's not compulsory for them, right? You can look for your own accommodation. But maybe both of you, if you can tell that, I know both of you have these really close friends of yours because of the places that you're staying by. So, what advice would you give to a person who's wanting to come and join the program about hostel? Yes, anyone? Amrut,
Okay,
there's radio
so
silence.
see, when it comes to hostel, see, it completely depends on you. Okay, so whether it be like whether let it be hostel or let it be any flat or any society, yeah, it's up to you actually. But if in case if you want me to suggest, I would suggest you to consider living in society as your option. Okay, so why? Because it's actually peace, it's actually it's more secured and everything is fine. It completely depends on you what food you want to eat, when you want to get up and everything. Okay, yeah, there is no restrictions as such. So it's MBA, it's not anymore like plus two or graduation to be in your in limits or something. It's totally up to you. It's you're free to explore.
Kyle, any inputs from you?
While what about your suggestion? Yeah.
Ma'am, I think I have lived both things. I think for first year I have only lived in hostel. So I would suggest, see, I would being very honest. For me, hostel works initially because I was new to that place, and actually, when you live in a hostel, you interact with a lot of people, you make friends, you genuinely try to talk to people, and then I shifted to flat with obviously with the same people who I am friends with. So I think initially, if you are coming to a new city, and I know how it is, okay. So maybe if you want to have that, not a feeling that you are alone and you don't want to live in a place all by yourself, then definitely go for hostels. But I think it's completely up to you. It's completely should be your choice. Whatever you are comfortable in, go for it. Whatever I felt best for me, I did it. So it's up to you completely. Don't take our advice in this thing.
Absolutely right. You can certainly make your own decisions, just like young adults, and all of them are going to be working also, so they'll be
Yeah.
taking their own accommodation. Now, there's another typical question that gets asked is that whenever you're trying to figure out, that which college you're selecting, should you also go at more like the student life? And there's also an interesting question about the size of the college, because mostly when you're looking at B schools in Bombay, they're literally like one building that you have, right? So essentially, and ours is like a very similar one. One campus is nestled within Sector 44 Gurgaon, where you have a lot of these, corporate hubs. And here we have another campus, which is in the New Gurgaon or IMT Manesar area. So did you consider any of those check boxes, that what is the location of the college, or what kind of activities are there when you were deciding your MBA college, both of you?
No, nothing as such, Nisha. Why? Because See why? Because see, like it's not like what's the location, what's the college size, or is like what the food that you're getting in that place. It's actually like what actually you are getting from that college, right? So that's what I've actually like mainly focused on instead of this location and everything. But still, if in case if you are new, moving out from your home and everything, yeah, like this is the time to move out from your home, okay? And later on, like God knows whether you'll get placed in Bangalore or Chennai or Delhi or Mumbai. Okay, so you are ready to face. Okay, so like consider like what you are learning from the college and what are the learnings that you get from college instead of mainly focusing on location and etc. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely agree with Amrut. Don't think about locations too much. I think if you are getting a better school, better B school, then go for it, and eventually everything works out.
But still, if you want to know about the location, location is very good. It's actually industrial area where you have like next to our college we have Sona Comstar, okay, which actually manufactures gearbox and some other this thing spare parts for automobiles. And apart from that, we have this Maruti Suzuki outlet as well, and we have Rytec Corporation next to nearby college. So it's actually we have like very good companies as well next to campus, nearby campus in Manesar. Yeah.
There are also questions about your design thinking exercise because that's also part of the admissions process. So how was your design thinking learning curve, both of you?
I'll answer this. Yeah.
Okay. So I think initially, obviously, I was very confused with the idea because I have never heard about it. So, but when I go for this college, I we had a lot of workshops, to be very honest. And in those workshops, you will get to learn about how you can be empathetic towards people while you are solving a business problem. So the whole idea was that only to make human life more easier while you are solving a business problem. So I think we had a lot of sessions, and those sessions were quite insightful. We had a whole subjects. You will be learning a lot of case studies, a lot of case studies about Netflix, about Starbucks, all these case studies which we have done, and we have actually understood how these companies have analyzed the human impact, or how these companies has developed business design or design thinking. So I think design thinking is a very big concept, and you will be having this course in itself has a very big credit, and you will be learning a lot. You will be having faculties, visiting faculties who will be coming and teaching you about what design thinking is all about, how you can actually implement when you are when you will be joining any organization. So definitely no need to worry about that. In a course of 2 years, you will definitely understand how this thing that soil is teaching you, how you will be able to inculcate that in your business world when you will be going and working with the organizations. So that is all from my side.
Yeah, no, like I think you have covered everything about design thinking.
Okay, there's also a question regarding what are the typical class timings, especially when you were in the first year right now. I know that you're all waiting for your capstone project to start, but what are the typical class timings here at Soil?
See, class timings, I think it would start from 9:15. Okay, and it completely depends on your subjects that you have opted for. See, in first year there is no, like in first year it's like fixed timings, which is 9:15 to 5:45 or else 6:15. Okay, if I'm not wrong. And when it comes to second year, when you opt for specialization, it completely keep on changing. Okay, so you might have class at 11, you might have class at 9:15, you might have class at 2 in the afternoon. It completely depends, and also it keeps on keep on changing. There is no any fixed or any static timings as such.
Yeah, if you are opting for MBA, don't look for timings.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it is going to be hectic, definitely. So in the second year, you will get some relief. Don't worry about it. But for first year is going to be hectic.
Absolutely. There's a very interesting question by Mohammed Aman and a lot of other people that, should they quickly jump into doing an MBA if they're freshers, or should they probably garner experience?
Okay, see, like it depends on again, it completely depends on you. Okay, so as I've mentioned, I have prior experience before joining MBA. But what I thought was it's better to join MBA after getting some basic experience about what happening in corporate. Okay, so like that's what I thought. And when it comes to Payal, I think she's fresher without having any experience, and she has also
Yes,
joined the same college, and she has also like gained same placement opportunities. Okay, so it completely depends on you. If in case if you want some basic experience about corporate, it's better to get some 1 year experience and then to do MBA. And if in case if you are good to go with MBA without any experience, it's completely fine. And don't think if in case if you have experience, you'll get placed with highest package and all. No, it completely depends on your communication, your creativity, what's the skill set that you have.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Great. So a lot of questions are there is an admissions process tomorrow. So I think a couple of questions are like, what piece of advice they should definitely keep in mind for tomorrow's admissions process, even though you both have answered, but any last minute thoughts? And also to conclude, both of you, please help us, give the last minute key words of advice to these future management students who want to take up MBA and the
Okay.
PGDM, PGPM programs, respectively.
So, first of all the best for all of you for tomorrow process. Don't just like don't be panic. Don't be like don't think like what to say. What if the answer like what if in case if they ask me any question which I'm not prepared. Like don't think in such way. Okay, just be confident. You have to show that eagerness that you want your admission seed in soil. Okay, so you have to show that eagerness and also you have to show that curiosity to learn. Okay, and that's where people will actually consider you in giving admission. Okay, so just focus this thing, nothing much,
I think
and basic
yes.
knowledge about what's happening in the market.
So, as Amrut said,
Yeah, Payal.
I agree with it. And something he said that curiosity to learn, I think that is something you need to keep in mind. All the very best and just be confident. That is all I have to say. Be confident while you are speaking on camera. Be confident, show who you are, and that will be more than enough. No need to panic or worry about it.
Right. On a lighter note, Payal, I have a question for you. Where are you headed? Because we see. Right.
Ma'am, actually, I went for some shopping and then I'm here. So I've
Okay.
literally parked uh, at road and then I'm waiting and
To make
taking
sure
this
that you
call.
were able to.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So lovely, lovely interacting with both of you. And I see a lot of questions regarding cutoff. See, you can connect personally with the admissions team about the cutoff. You don't really have to worry about that. But yes, definitely we need one test score for sure. And the cutoffs are going to be communicated to you by your respective counselors. For tomorrow's process, like both of them said, show capacity to relate, think, make sure that you're motivated. And overall, just be very candid. We really want the honest you to come out. That is something which is integrally important. Otherwise, please feel free to let the admissions team know. Also, one quick question that I have from both of you, maybe if both of you got scholarships, because this was also another question. There are multiple categories of scholarships that we have. So, if you know of your friends who got scholarships, right, and like while you said you were a research assistant, so that is also one form of engagement that we have. So, before we just like part ways, if both of you can throw light on scholarships also here.
Payal would be the right person to
Uh,
answer
oh,
this question, right? Because I
yeah,
didn't
so
get any opportunity for scholarship actually. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Why not? So I think scholarship, you have to fill a different form for that. When you get selected, then only you can apply for scholarship. And then there will be a couple of interviews. They will conduct your interviews and they will just try to understand why you have applied for scholarship. And you really have to be truthful about it and you need to give valid reasons and there will be some questions related to your background, some questions related to the your economy of your house, who is the sole earning person in your house. So all these questions will be asked, and no need to worry about it. If you want to apply for scholarship, you can, but only after the when you will be eligible for admission process. Then only you can apply for scholarships, and they will be having one or two round of interviews. They will just to check a background, uh, understanding who you are. That's it.
Absolutely. There's a proper committee that verifies all your
Yes.
documents that you submitted, and then, of course, you go to the next
Uh,
level. Perfect. Great. Lovely interacting with the two of you, and thanks everyone for being very energetically posting all your doubts. I hope all the doubts got clarified. You can keep in touch with them on LinkedIn as well, like Payal told you at the very beginning. And in case if there are any other doubts, please feel free to connect with the admissions team. Best of luck, everyone who is having their admissions process tomorrow. Thanks, Harsha and the entire team for helping us put together this webinar for today so that we could clarify a lot of these doubts with the support of the current batch students. Thank you again, Payal and Amrut. Best of luck.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
guys.
ma'am.
All the best.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
All the best.